Hi Gemini, my name is Gaelle. I am a spiritual teacher and a life guide, and I help people, especially people who are looking for meaning in life, to live a conscious life and to navigate their life toward happiness. Okay, so this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or cross watchers dealing with the Gemini, and for the second part of November 2019. If ever you stumble upon this video and we are not in November 2019, then it's probably a synchronicity from the universe or from your inner self, your higher self, to watch this video, because there's probably a message in this video that is for you. Also, don't hesitate to reverse the placement if you have the impression that you are the consultant and the Gemini you're dealing with is the other force in the reading. And bear in mind, I always say that because I'm on the path of becoming more conscious, the path of awakening, and of reintegration. So in the readings, there is always the person who's watching the video and another force. So these are the force. It's usually represented as another person or something or a situation, but bear in mind that since the external world is always a reflection on the internal world, this other force is always actually another part of yourself. So you're interacting with yourself. You is interacting with you. So even though this other part of you may actually physically manifest as a person, an actual person or an actual thing, it's always a reflection of yourself, of your internal world. So it's a good opportunity to do some shadow work and some reintegration, and to see parts of ourselves that we had not seen before, and or that we had not recognized, or that we had not loved or accepted or whatever. Okay, so with no further ado, let's start. So I've already shuffled the cards and pulled the cards because I also make videos in French, and also I don't want to shuffle in front of the camera because it takes too much time in front of the camera, and I prefer to deliver the message, something interesting, than just sitting there shuffling the cards. But so I'll show you the cards. It's a French oracle. It's called the Belline Oracle, and the cards. So it's not tarot. There is something written here, and it's in French. But so I will translate, but I won't necessarily use the actual official translation for this card. Like, there is a translation in the book, but sometimes I don't remember. So I will just translate the way I like it's written in French, so I can translate it into English. So this card is the money card. So for me, that's the card of abundance. It represents you, Gemini, and this is the card of, so it's called presents. Presents, gifts. That's the card of gifts received or given. And the third card is beauty, so it's the card of flourishment, blooming. Then the card Les Pénates, so I don't know in English how it would be, but it's the card for the home, kind of like the fourth house in astrology. Is the card of home and safety and security. And the card success, which is very straightforward, and the card family. So this reading is very symmetric, and I see a beautiful beauty, magnificent beauty in this symmetry, because I can see that there is reception, like receiving, giving, flourishing, like toward the sky, and flourishing or like developing toward the ground. So there is a real beauty in this reading, especially because this card is talking about beauty. So it can be actual beauty, physical beauty, aesthetics, but it also is the beauty in a more metaphorical way and flourishment. So here I'm talking to a Gemini who is receiving a lot at the moment, who is feeling very abundant, prosperous. They have opened their channel for receiving from life or from someone or something, or you're receiving. Or if you are the crush watchers, as I said, you can be the one receiving. But yeah, I'm talking to a person who is receiving a lot at the moment, and whatever abundance it is, like this card is called money, but it's not necessarily, because of the picture, it's not necessarily money, can be something else, love, or it can be just a sense of abundance. And the other card that is kind of opposing, but in a good way, in this reading it's in a good way, it's the card presents, gifts. So this card is telling me that on the other side there is giving. So this card can be also receiving, but because I have already this card, I feel like it's like giving and receiving, giving and receiving. So there is a flow here, and I can tell it's a flow. It's cooperative because there is the flourishment card that is telling me that those, this flow of giving and receiving is flourishing. It's flowing with beauty, and the result is that it's also flourishing to the ground, which means that you're creating your roots, you're creating your safety, you're creating your foundations, and you're becoming very stable in your foundations and very secure. You feel at home, you're creating your home, like you have this sense of safety and roots, and and the intimacy, and you feel stable and strong. That's kind of like also maybe the root chakra as well, like I said, fourth house, but I'm sensing also the root chakra here. So whatever you're doing right now, Gemini, it's very, very positive, flourishing and creating your roots, and yeah, you're gonna be very successful, because I have the success card. So whatever you're doing right now, it's doing this and this, and at the same time it's flowing, and it's on the path to success. So you're gonna be successful. You on the right track. Everything is going well. It's gonna keep being well. Like, it's really, really positive. I'm super happy for you, Gemini, because really that's very symmetrical and beautiful, and yeah. And the oracle is telling me just keep doing what you're doing, like create, create, generate things, um, make babies, even though those babies are not actual babies, but it's metaphorically like create something, create, procreate, produce something, keep producing. Um, it can also tell you to find your family, find a family, find a community, or create your own community, create your own family, become part of a family, or become a guide or a leader, because you have this card, but you also have that one, and both they're talking about the home, the community, like the family, home, community. So it's telling me that become a father or a mother of a family, of a community, of a business, a family business, or yeah. But keep doing what you're doing, because you're doing it already, because you're giving and receiving. So it's generating a lot of flourishment. So yeah, I'm gonna stop here, because I think I've said it. I've said everything I had to say in this reading. It's really beautiful. I'm very, very happy for you. Those 2 weeks are beautiful for you. So if you like this video, please like it, share it with other Geminis who might be interested, and it might help them actually. They might need to receive this message. And subscribe to this channel, click the bell so that you can receive and be notified when I post a new video. And I'll see you next time. Bye.